we would be seeing things like, they missed the putt 4 different times and then they finally make it on the 5th, and then we have to put it was a birdie, but it really wasn't. It was probably a quad.
All right, Marcos. Let's get into it, man. You reached out to me on Instagram the other day. You had a comment that I'll put on screen right now that was obviously piqued my interest, and you wanted to get in touch. We just had a little pre-chat, so I kind of know what I'm getting into here. But yeah, let's just get into it. Tell the story kind of from it started at the beginning of your YouTube golf thing, and just kind of take me through that a little bit in your experience.
Yeah, so for sure. I've been a videographer for a while now, worked a lot more in other sports besides golf. June, I started getting into the golf scene June of 2020. But in that short time of this past 3 years, I've been able to work with certain people, certain names and stuff like that. Some have been great experiences. Some have been really bad experiences. And I think when I left the comment, it was kind of because, there's other videos coming out now about YouTube golf versus real golf, and, YouTube golf being fake, etc. And, I've seen kind of behind the curtain of some of that stuff, unfortunately, because it was super disappointing because some of the people that were fans of their channel and then going and working with them, it just turned out to be a whole different thing that, I was paid well, all of that's good, but it's still not enough to buy integrity, because I just didn't feel comfortable filming somebody who was cheating or lying to their fans, either about breaking par or, products that they were pushing that they themselves didn't believe in and hated off camera, but they're over here trying to sell them to the masses. So it just didn't feel right. So there was a lot of that stuff, a lot of cheating, a lot of edited, take out that shot.
So really quick to interrupt, just to set a bit of context. So you worked with a couple specific creators, and this was your experience with those creators.
Yes.
Yeah, keep going.
Not all, but for a few.
Yeah.
I would say 3 to 4 different creators.
Okay.
Individuals, not groups.
Yeah.
We would be seeing things like, they missed the putt 4 different times and then they finally make it on the 5th, and then we have to put it was a birdie, but it really wasn't. It was probably a quad. Or things like that were kind of going on. And, it was just hard to edit, hard to film, hard to be proud to put my stamp on it, because it kills it all for you, because it's not something I would do on the course, so it's not something I should be trying to make money with to film this, So, but groups that I know, people that I, that are great, there's no anything going on with them, obviously, Good's great, Bob Does Sports, Grant, Micah, they're all great. There's a ton of people in this space that are amazing, and they have integrity and they do their thing, and it's awesome. I'm fans of all of that. Rick Shields, Peter Finch, all of that. But there are some other bigger ones that are coming up in the space that I would say for fans to kind of just be selective on who you spend your time watching on YouTube. Because they may not be honest with you, So I just, on the product side, it's really tough, because seeing them dog a company that's paying them, sometimes 6 figures for the year,
right,
and they're just ripping it to shreds off camera.
Right.
But when we're on camera, they're trying to sell it to you guys, and it's it's pretty gut wrenching to hear, to watch, to film, to edit. So yeah, it's a different beast, but I'm very thankful that I'm not working with those people anymore.
That's great.
By my choice.
Yeah, totally. Give me a little bit of because I said on my video the other day that I'm I can't understand why a creator would fake a score, because it's not like we get paid more by that. Was there any logic behind why they were asking you to pretend they got a birdie when they didn't?
None that I could understand, except for maybe that their ego is just way too big and they just can't take it. Because my advice as the creator with them is that, hey, why don't you sit into it? It's going to be more realistic by you hooking 2 out of bounds, because that's something we all have done and do, versus you like dropping here being like, oh yeah, luckily my ball just stayed in play. Like, no, you hook 2 out. Like, it would be better, more relatable to just be real about it. And who cares if you're going to make a 10 on this? Go on to the next one, and then maybe you recover and you do something great. But it makes it more genuine, more real. That's what you would do out on the course. It's what, either way, that's what you would do. But to actually be a personality and being on camera and, not sitting into those moments that could be your best moments. I think that's why a lot of us really love Good, love Bob Does Sports. I love seeing how good and like how lights out like Quan can play and Garrett can play. But then I also love seeing sometimes where, Steve will have these blow ups, and it's like, man, it's such a good contrast balance that it just makes it so awesome to see, because he sits into it. He's not, hey guys, like, we're gonna have to redo this like 3 more times because I can't get out of the bunker. So it's a little disheartening sometimes thinking about it, but grateful we don't have to do it anymore.
No, and I appreciate it. And I think your intention with this, and correct me if I'm wrong, is like kind of the same with my intention with this video, is like to leave names out of it and not trying to like call someone out directly or embarrass them, but just more it's just like a general statement piece to the community, especially for up and coming creators, that like there just really is no benefit to do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're gonna go to jail, it's not like you're doing anything illegal, but like it's not necessary, it's not good. And I think it's easy to make that mistake when you're really new, like you're like, oh, I just I missed this, or I just, whatever, I'm going to fluff up this lie, which, I mean, we've all done. I've done that myself, 100%. I mean, fluffing up lies is one thing, but, you feel those, like embarrassments, but like, just know that like, I mean, you're not going to make or break a channel by what your score at the end of the day is. I give the example all the time that like if the best golfers were the best YouTubers, then it would be all the like mini tour grinders. It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be Rick. It wouldn't be whatever. Especially not Bob Does Sports. Like if the actual quality of golf mattered all the time, So don't get caught up in that. I think that's kind of hopefully the message that this is going to send. And then hopefully if individuals see this and want to hopefully course correct that, then that's great.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head right there. Perfect. It's literally just kind of like, hey, I think if you're blessed enough to be able to have a job where you get to play golf for a living in front of a camera, and you get to create a lot of your own schedule, and you have the luxuries that so many people that don't, I think you should have the integrity and the honor to at least like be truthful with all these people that watch you and support you.
For sure.
Buy into all your stuff. They trust in you that, whatever you're swinging is sometimes maybe what they want to start doing because they're just big fans of yours. So, so I think it's more of like, whoever's new coming into the space, whoever's still current in the space, like just, keep it 100. And I think everybody's just going to be fine after that.
Yeah. I agree. All right, bro. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you chatting and sharing this. I think it's interesting, number one. And number two, I think hopefully it's going to do some good in the community, which is obviously my goal with this channel, is to grow this YouTube golf community. And, I guess in this case, hopefully stop things from potentially tearing it down. So
100%. Love it, Nick.
All right, brother. Sweet. Well, good connecting. I appreciate your time, and yeah, I mean, reach out again anytime if you got any more cool stories.
Will do, man. Will do. Take care.
All right. Talk to you later, buddy. Bye. Bye. All right. Well, I mean, that was different. That was interesting. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Like I said to him, the purpose of this video, I'm not out here to oust people or to blackmail people, do anything like that. I have no interest in doing that. I would much rather have off-camera conversations with people and hopefully, convince them to not do what they're doing versus, and like, again, like you don't know people's situation. People could be doing it. It could be just like, they think that's what they have to do. They think, I used to get this in fitness all the time. Like, there's no way the top CrossFitters can be as good as they are at the CrossFit Games without taking steroids. It's like, well, you're just not good enough. And like, maybe people have that in the golf world where it's like, oh, if I'm not shooting the same scores Grant's shooting or Mike is shooting or Garrett's shooting, like, nobody's going to think I'm good and no one's going to want to follow me. And I mean, that's just not the case. That's a misconception. So hopefully maybe that can happen. But again, I'm not interested in hurting anyone publicly. I would never do that on this channel. But hopefully this message gets out to those people, and to, more importantly, in my opinion, or just as importantly, the up and comers, the people who are new, maybe want to start channels in the YouTube golf space, and just to go at it from this angle and just own who you are, what you do, what you shoot. None of that matters. Nobody cares, and you can create entertainment from whatever. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.